Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we are going to do something very different. Today we are going to react to a video about the Veveverse. So we are also starting with our Ecomi Veve stuff right away. And I was thinking quite a bit about doing this or not, but let's do that after the video, after the intro. Good morning, good morning, good morning, every one of you. I have a lot of people here already. So first, I think this will be the first ever live stream with a reaction content. So I don't know how this will even be, but I hope it will be good. Guys, make sure to smash up the like button to get even more people in here. And as I said, or as I hinted at in the beginning, I think that I was thinking about not doing that, or not doing any live stream this morning. But then I couldn't. Then I couldn't differently than this, because that is like, I mean, it's a channel with 80,000 subscribers, and it was so bad. So unfortunately I have to say, nothing against super elaborate criticism and this, but there's so much unresearched and so much stuff where I disagree that I had to do this. So Jordan C was the first comment here and said, I watched it and I think he missed the point. The Veveverse is only a showroom ATM and not a metaverse, and so on. Yeah, exactly. So MVE says good morning. How are you doing? Trucking Hank is here. Good morning. Trucking or at home? That's the question. Green Lantern here. GM Hodler, smash it. Absolutely smash the like button, guys. And then we also have Andre Omigecko, GM Omi Homies. G Money is here. Midas is here. Good morning. And by the way, and because I see Midas here right now. What's happening to my computer? Okay. We have yesterday we got 2 new members of the Rare Hodler family. So that is Flo and Midas with an... Oh, I just saw that I just fucked up the 24, correct. Flo should have the 25, that is true. Let's... So Midas 24 and Flo is 25, but I will fix that after the stream. Because I can do that on my own screen, like Veve can do that in their own app. So Zach is here. Good morning. Looking forward to stream. Robert van Ass, good morning. G Money, get him. Big A says, GM, you thumbnail made me look up the Veveverse video, but he didn't even know what he was looking at. Yeah, exactly. I was actually, when I saw the thumbnail of that video of him, I thought that I missed the launch of a gameplay video or so. Andre Omigecko, I had that. Kvel style, good night, in the house. So what was going on? Omicron, hey. So let's get straight to it after you guys smash the like button. So we have almost 20. Yeah, we have 16 people here, getting to 20. So let's get it. Oh, by the way, the chat is a little bit out of it. We'll put the chat here and myself here, because we still want to see the guy that is talking. Actually, we put this chat on my side. The chat is on my side. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So. Let's get this, and I will pause from time to time to get my reaction in. But just so you all know, this is Callum Upton. He is known, or his YouTube channel is based around wrecking projects and he's like a smaller, not as good version of, not even CoffeeZilla. I think you cannot compare it with CoffeeZilla, because CoffeeZilla does a lot of research. Yeah, but something in that direction, right? So going after certain projects. So let's just listen to him, and you guys get the idea.
That I think is possibly the most egregious part is for their early beta, bear in mind, people have spent millions on these crappy assets because they knew they were going to build a metaverse. They've spent nothing. Shortly after they released what I'm about to show you, their actual metaverse that people are able to play as an early beta, Cavernous basically made these prices public. Cavernous Professional, which is what they're using because of capacity, is $100 per month. Per member is just people working on it. And as far as I can tell, there is almost no one working on this. Like, one person, I'd say...
That's the first part here. So as far as I can tell, there's no one working on it. So where's the proof for that? It's just he just said it, and then he moves on, right? So where's the proof for that? I mean, if I say one thing here or on Twitter, everyone's like, proof, post proof. So it's time to demand proof for accusations like that.
I'd say one person at maximum, genuinely. So let's say $100 to $200 a month for their license. For a metaverse that cost millions to fund, allegedly. Now, you might be wondering, Callum, why are we on about this? Why does this matter? Well, some of the Veve community had asked me to promise them that I would watch the latest demo of the metaverse that people got to play early, and that I would, watch it first time live with you guys, because apparently...
Okay, so let's listen also to this part. Some of the Veve fam has asked him, or has made him promise, he didn't even want, has made him promise to look at the first gameplay. Super funny, because if he's in contact with all these people from Veve, they could have told him that this is what we are looking at in a second, that this is not a gameplay video. I mean, he should have realized that as well. And that this is also not an official release from Veve that Veve took, but a fan-made one, yeah. And that this is from showroom beta, but we will listen to more of that, because now it gets really interesting, or really dumb. Yeah,
it is awful. It's worse than the metaverse. It's worse than the demo that they showed us in the last video that we covered. So, without further ado, let's have a look at this. Gothic City Volume 1. Batman then. Oh, yep, Escape from Arkham.
So as you can see, they have chosen the video from Mr. Falcon that he himself alone, or with the help of one other person, made in his showroom. See the comments on this.
Oh my god, no. No. This is the most Roblox... In fact, no, I was going to say this is the most Roblox-looking thing I've seen, but that is offensive to Roblox.
At least we're getting compared to Roblox, right? Not bad for the beginning.
The skybox is just a static lightning bolt image. This is... I would be fully embarrassed if this is... This can't be their metaverse, right? Is this like a model to go inside your metaverse? No, it can't.
Yeah, exactly. If you would have asked the person of that video, or the people that made you promise to react to that, you would have discovered that this is the first iteration of a showroom, and even the beta version on it. But hey, who cares? Let's make a video about it, right?
It can't, because it's got cars, and the fact that right there the light's just fake, the light isn't even real. They're not even using real lighting. It just clips through the wall. Watch this. Just... Oh, my head's in the way. Hang on.
So I give him that. That is really not too good, that the lighting is going just through the concrete pillar. But hey, who knows how the lighting will work after beta and after development. If it's still like that, then yes, we can criticize it. But right now there are, what, 50 people in the beta?
The light is going through the pillar. I believe that was Boba Fett standing at the door for whatever reason.
Yeah, I believe that was Boba Fett, and the reason why he's standing in the door is that this fan-made showroom used an officially licensed collectible that is coming from Star Wars. And yeah, but no comment on that, right? I mean, it's just Boba Fett. I mean, just one of the biggest licenses in the world. But hey,
I'm sure we'll find out. I'm going to be honest, if I paid millions as a, you know, along with, if I helped fund this for millions, I would be disappointed, isn't even the word. I would probably laugh in their face. Because I can't actually believe that this is what they've delivered. Right, I know the best way to describe this. They've taken primitive shapes in Unreal Engine and just thrown materials on them. That's what this is. Look, just spikes that are just cones. Vats that are just cylinders with the glass material.
He completely. So this is the worst part of it, and he's going to put out more comments because he fails to realize that these are even though he said it a couple of minutes before that Veve has those collectibles, so he fails to realize that these collectibles are imported into the metaverse, right? It's just random cones and spikes. He fails to realize that there are accessories, there are things that just one person used to model a showroom in the way that this one person wants it to look like. And he assumes, because he didn't do his research, that this is what Veve chose to use as a demo of how their metaverse is going to look like. So yeah, that is really I don't know. Yeah, but let's listen a little bit more because there's more of these comments.
Bricks that are all misscaled because they've just scaled up a non-world aligned material. This is.
Yeah, he actually realizes one important thing, right? It's just scaled. Yeah, exactly. Someone took a collectible and just scaled it in, right? Even the ones that were not meant for scaling yet, or were not rendered correctly, were not implemented correctly. He just implemented them in the beta anyways to use it, and now that prompts this reaction. So yeah, so shame on Veve for allowing that already, right? And I have to mention one more thing here. The reason that he doesn't know is not only that he didn't do his research, right? It's also because it was not communicated 100% correctly, that this is not an official metaverse gameplay, right? But yeah, Sir Fruit says, I didn't do research, describes most haters of Web3 and Web3 gaming. Yeah, that is 100% true. What is this guy's name? Callum Upton. I'm sure you've seen him before, and he does trash everything. Yeah, exactly. It's how his channel lives. But let's listen a little bit more. It gets better, I promise. And then after that, we have to really check out the comment section, because then it gets really funny.
This is really bad. Like, guys, I've mocked some metaverses. I mocked Income Island because it was trash, but this is bad. Like,
yeah, 100%. So I mean, these shades and lightnings and so don't look at good. This is I agree with him. It's awful. It's bad. It's just it's almost as bad as his video.
like, this is really bad. Oh my god, they've janked together assets to make a face that looks like Bane.
Oh my god, right? You can put together your collectibles in every way that you want in this first iteration of a showroom. That is so bad. You can even use accessories that it looks like Bane, and Callum Upton is even able to realize what that is. Wow, that must be... Wait, what? That's actually the purpose of a showroom with collectibles?
I don't normally feel sorry for the crypto bros, but yikes. You guys have been hardcore shafted with this one. Like, hardcore shafted. None of the models are animated. Why are they all absolutely static? Like,
that is my favorite comment of them all, because at this, you could argue with everything that he said. He just did a quick review of what Veve is, and then he pieced together his opinion, and he didn't do really due diligence and so on. But this comment shows that he has no fucking clue what he's talking about, because he basically says, oh, these collectibles are not animated. Oh, how bad is that? If he would just know the basic things about Veve and the Veve NFTs and collectibles, the licensed collectibles, he would know that 90% of all collectibles are not animated. All the golden moments, the most famous, the biggest known collectibles, they're not animated. He would know that most of the Star Wars collectibles, except some ultra rares and secret rares, are not animated at all, right? So, and he's like, oh my god, how bad is that? That they are all static. Yeah, I mean, let's imagine that would be one of the top metaverses, and you could implement Bored Apes, or let's even say Veveverse would allow to implement Bored Apes pictures and CryptoPunks. Would you also say, oh my god, how bad is that? That Bored Ape, that Mutant Ape, that CryptoPunk is not even animated, right? It's a freaking non-animated picture, right? So in this case, it's a non-animated collectible statue. But let's carry on.
Watch these Mandalorians. And Harley Quinn. They're not animated. Oh my god! An explosion, and they're just not animated. Holy.
That reaction to the explosion is so forced. It's so forced to find something in that video and there's not even the question raised. So hey, look, I mean, there's Harley Quinn, there's Batman, there is the Bond glider, there is Boba Fett, and so on. So no questions raised for that there are so many licensed collectibles.
What is going on? Oh my lord. I knew this was going to be bad because they'd said watch it first on this, but I didn't realise it was going to be this bad. They've not even posed. Okay, animating them is one thing, right? You should be able to animate them. You fucking funded this for millions. But what can I even say to this? They didn't even pose the mannequins, the models, for the static shots. There's just still a Mandalorian holding his gun face down on the ground.
I mean, it's the same argument, but I really can't. It's so fucking funny. He's like, it's like coming to, it's like coming to a soccer match, to a football match, right? And the player runs into the offside and gets the ball, and Callum Upton reacting like, what? Why does the referee interfere? He should be able to do that goal, right? It's like that level of embarrassing. So I mean, had he only looked up how Veve is, what the showrooms in the Veve app were, where you could place your collectibles, and how the Vaultaholics built something with those showrooms, he would have known why that is. And we don't disagree on maybe that this video doesn't represent 100% how this should look like, but there was also no one ever claiming that this is a gameplay video, because it's not. It's a fan-made art video. There's also no one claiming that this is how the metaverse looks, because this is only the impression that someone that is a huge DC fan put out. So yeah, Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. And Doctor Strange also said he called Boba Fett the Mandalorian. Says it all. Yeah, and before, but he called it Boba Fett before, and now Mandalorian. That's true. Vivi Zombie says this guy trashed Earth 2 as well. Didn't know shit. People assumed he was paid to do so. Yeah, Blaze says haven't laughed that hard in a while. Yeah, there we go. So only a couple more minutes. Isn't it clear right now? Probably he himself thinks that right now, that at this moment in this video he probably thinks it, but he went through with it anyway. That he's like, okay, these look really like collectible statues. Maybe I was wrong there, but no, he pulls through with this video anyways. I mean, in this zoom out, you clearly see that someone has just placed collectible statues.
To be continued, I really hope not. I actually cannot. I mean, people pointed this out all over Twitter, right? The problem with this is people are lapping this up. That's awesome, well done, and appreciate all the work and effort to showcase it to us. This looks absolutely amazing. I, for one, don't have the time or creativity to do anything like this. Will people give up on using a fancy...
Yeah, no, at this comment, I mean, it's super weird that he even puts the reaction to this comment in, because at the second comment here, where someone says this looks absolutely amazing, I, for one, don't have the time or creativity to do anything like this, he should ask himself, so if this guy says this, isn't that a hint at that someone from the community did all this? And then, will people give up on using a fancy showroom? It's like, okay, so maybe that's only the showroom. He should have asked it right at this point.
Showroom? What? I wonder how long that took. Crazy amounts of talent have gone into this. This is going to break the metaverse. The problem with and here's the worst bit, the real Randy Chavez, who we've covered before, just shilling crypto all the time. How can you sit here and say that this is awesome? Source engine, like, movie memes have higher quality than this, and these are made by individual... I have an example. We've all heard and seen Skibbity Toilet, right? Now, whether you love it or hate it, which I know it's very divisive, Skibbity Toilet is a literal meme that is released on a weekly basis with 10 times the quality of this.
Yeah, just like your videos.
10 times the kind of engagement going on in there. 10 times the kind of heartfelt storytelling than this. And this is a metaverse. Oh, Lord. I don't know how they... I imagine that the person who made this was sat there hovering over the release button for 3 weeks, really trying to not press it. But the sad thing is that I'm probably wrong. They were probably so eager to get this out there. If you are backing this project, why? Like, genuinely, why? I've said this earlier in the video. You can...
Let's respond why. I mean, I think it would have been... it could have been a really good and base video if you would just have said what it is, and you could still have trashed it, probably. But if he has done his research, or if he had done his research, at least he wouldn't be attackable now for this video, right? So you guys know, I'm all about legitimate criticism, but if you cannot back your stuff up with actual research, then I think it's problematic. say why are you still backing this project? Why? So the question underlying this is, why are all of these people in that project? And the answer is right in front of you. See that Batman, officially licensed Batman. Veveverse was the first one to release. We saw Coca-Cola, we saw DC content, we saw Star Wars content, and so on. That's the reason why we're in this project. And quite frankly, if someone in a beta is capable of doing such a thing, I still expect a little bit more from a complete release and from further iterations of that. And you could have criticized that this looks bad for a beta or something like that, right? But not in this way, in my opinion. So yeah, it makes him look like a fool, and it almost looks, but this is something that I cannot back up, so it's just a speculation. So here's the speculation disclaimer. Looks like someone is like, look, I give you a couple of $100 or $1,000, and you'll put out some, you'll take this trailer and you trash the Veveverse now. Something like that.
Make this in Roblox, in an already multiplayer environment, and just play it now for free. Higher quality. I think it's safe to say that this is a pile of crap. Yeah, guys, I don't know what to say. I guess thank you to Will Goes Meta for the video that I have watched here.
On this zoom out, so he goes out of the video, and I don't know if that was where he realizes this. Here, look at under the chat. He just, I don't know if he just realized that, but he says it was published by Will Goes Meta. That should have the ultimate clue. Should have been the ultimate clue that this is actually not published by the Veve official channel. So how are you not doubting what you're just seeing? Yeah, Star Wars Veve says it makes him look like a fool. He's clearly not done his homework on Veve. I would like to see him do better. Yeah, honestly, I would like him to focus. If you already put out videos like that, why not focus on the actual things that are going wrong? So for example, you take the timeline and then you look at the things that have been brought and have not been brought and so on. So not to give you any crazy ideas here, but that would be probably something that I would do. Instead of focusing on things that are clearly different than you're laying out. So yeah, correct. G-Money says his first reaction to the initial demo was hilarious, roasted Veve hard. I agree. His first reaction video to the gameplay of Veve, that was way better than this one. So I'll give him credit for that. Omicron says he must be spending too much time with that weird vault. I don't know if he does, honestly. I don't know if he does, and I don't know if you mean Veve Vault or another Vault guy. I don't know. But I don't know if he does. So Green Lantern says he has been smoking that halfling sleeve. Don't pipe. Oh my god. Shout out to Will. Yeah, shout out to Will. Seen him before on some video. He lives with his that I cannot comment. And honestly, if you're living with your grandparents, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's not a bad thing if you're living with your family. So we're not going to trash that. I mean, everyone who has played World of Warcraft and knows the big YouTuber streamer Asmongold, he also lives with his parents, helps his parents and stuff like that, has made a fortune and helped out his parents. So I'm not necessarily going to trash anyone like that. That doesn't mean that I would live with my parents, which is that's not the case, right? But I think it's not a bad thing if you're living with your parents or grandparents, because you never know the situation. So let's not make fun of personal stuff. Let's only criticize what the person has brought in the video. And that is unfortunately utter garbage. So yeah, I want to see him do better, because criticism can help us. But that was not good, in my opinion. Now, let's look at the comment section. This is super funny as well. So here, where is the comment? Where is the comment that I posted yesterday? Did the guy delete it after I commented? So let's see here. Dragon's Advocate says, oh, by the way, let's get myself in here. Let's get the chat in here. So there we go. So you can see it. I was already on the verge of forgetting this whole metaverse NFT nonsense ever even happened. And I consider myself a rather savvy techie. Wow, nice. Serves to show how much impact this all really had, apart from, the collective billions of naive investors' money lost. Yeah, that comment will not age very well in the next bull run, I guess, but hey, there we go. Actually, it will, because some of the NFTs are just really garbage on OpenSea. No problems, Star Wars Veve. I understand that people are upset. I'm just not super fan of attacking the personal basis. But there we go. We'll just go over this and criticize people for making dumb comments, right? When you're applying for third art school and all you want is to be a video game 3D artist but have absolutely no skill, and you just get the wrong software to do the wrong things, and so on. So he's a super tech-savvy guy, apparently, right? I mean, he must be if he is making fun of which software is being used. Well, this metaverse thing is worse than my school application demo. Okay. Mainly commenting to boost engagement with the video. I hope everyone is well and NFT free. Let's see if these comments age well in the bull run. What did he say? Amen. Okay. Honestly, that word looks like what someone with no previous Unity experience would make as their first VR chit world. Okay, so at least he has realized that there must have been an amateur on this, which is the case of a normal user that is running around and trying to create content in a beta, right? The thing that strikes me the most about this is that we've had better 3D cutscenes in 1996 CRPGs. Okay, so go to Mr. Falcon and realize that it is only a fan with a normal video editing program that put this together. Where is the comment? They really deleted the most fun comment, but the good thing is that I have a screenshot of it. So let me quickly go here into it. Oh, that's the bananas one. Let me quickly go into it, because the good thing is I took a screenshot. There you go. So that was 8 hours ago, and here's the screen. I have to do this because it's super funny. So this is how well educated his audience is on Veve by now. After doing the second video, how are they not getting sued for using all copyrighted characters and IP? And I said, spoiler, the answer to that question transforms you into a bull. Yeah, because the answer to that question is they have the rights and the license to all of these collectibles. And if you realize that no matter how garbage you think that this beta version of the Veveverse is right now, all of the collectibles, everything that is in there has the proper license by the companies, and most of them, even besides DC, have only launched on Veve, right? So that is, in my opinion, this is a very good comment, because it's a shame that they have that this person has deleted this comment. It's a shame, because but no worries, I have it here for us, because it would have educated a lot of people that ask the same question to read the comments and then find my comment where it says that this will turn you into a bull if you answer that. So yeah. Blaze says this vid made my day. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, we have 30 people here constantly watching, so smash up the like buttons to get this video out to as many people as needs to see them. Energy says good job, PH. Energy says also let's FUD them back in the bull market. Yeah, so I think one thing that we really need to do is to collect bear market comments to review them in the bull market, just to outline how sentiment can fool you, right? So something like, oh, this is dead, people lost a bunch of money, they will never get it back, and so on. If there's when it's all coming back, right? Then we'll have to look at it once again. Omicron says, oof, Elon just told Disney and Bob Iger to go F themselves over threatening to remove X ads. Yeah, could be a publicity stunt, to be honest, because either way it's good. Even if this breaks out, it's good. And I don't think that this will affect. I don't think this will affect them in any bigger way. I mean, probably Elon didn't say that he would ban them from X, because that would go against his whole free speech and thing. So if they are not leaving the platform, it should be fine. But yeah, let's see what comes out of that. I mean, it's not optimal, for sure. It's not optimal. Yeah. What else? Where's the rest of the comments here? Let's see if there's any any other nice comment. Fun fact, the medical abbreviation of NFT means neurofibrillary tangles, which is a primary biomarking of Alzheimer's, to the point where yeah, thanks for that. That's really important. Not. But hey. Great video as always, says this guy. Okay. I hope that, so that means that all the videos are in this quality. Just a little bit of criticism. I wish you had muted your background music while watching the trailer, because it became... That is your criticism on this? Okay. Because, yeah, there was a lot of music. Let me just quickly connect my mouse, because my mouse just went out of battery. There we go. This just confirms once again that crypto bros don't play games. Okay. It's almost like people working on NFT things never have any creativity. Okay, I don't know. So much hate, right? If they all knew, but this is clearly his fault, and also the fault of Veve to not advertise this correctly, that this is a fan-made one. Looks like it was rendered in POV Ray like 25 years ago. Let's see how the actual thing is when we get our beta invites, and then I think we can make real. Then we should actually push him to do a new review. I jumped too late in here. What video is that you refer? That is from Callum Upton, Veveverse, the worst metaverse ever, scam or not. By the way, this is also funny, right? He asks scam or not, but he doesn't answer that question, right? I mean, we have technically a couple of seconds left, so let's give him
credit where credit is due.
Ultimate seconds here. 1 second. There we go.
But yeah, genuinely lost for words, guys. I think this is possibly the biggest scam metaverse this year, like genuinely. Anyway, that is all I wanted to show you guys, because this is just utterly embarrassing. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and as always, a massive thank you to the patrons. And
okay, we gave him the last second, so he said there one time it's a scam. But yeah, I don't know. That is super crazy. I can't get over this, but because I thought that probably his audience would expect some research. I really can't get over this. Yeah, anyways, that's the video from Callum Upton. Let's see how the market is doing quickly, because I haven't looked at it for once. A little bit mixed on the week, red on the day. Some coins are correcting. Let's see, your comments are still on that one, so let's see. Omicron says, any speculation of the Veve it's returning? Oh yeah, that is a good one. Let's go to that one. It's returning warp drive. Let's go to the Veve. Let's go to the Veve. Let's go to the Veve. Here is it. So yeah, I asked about this, like what is it, guys? A Return of Jedi or Return of Star Trek or something else? So I actually am going to put. So here's from very likely to almost unlikely. Here are a couple of things. So they're saying something is returning, right? and that something is returning could be a new collectible from Return of the Jedi, like Millennium Falcon, right? So it could be the Millennium Falcon. It could be, yeah, I don't know. It could be also something is returning, referring to to the Star Trek license, because we know we had a couple of Star Trek drops, and then Star Trek never dropped anything on Veve, and then they appeared on Recur as well as a brand, and then Recur died, and since then they have not returned. So maybe that's one of the licenses that they returned from Recur. So maybe returning refers to that, right? And yeah, and Enterprise going into warp speed, so maybe the old style. Yeah, exactly. So it reminded me more of the Enterprise than of Star Wars warp. Just because usually the Star Wars ones go in the other direction. Yeah. Make him promise to make another video. Yeah, absolutely. So let's do that. And now the wild speculation, right? Which I do not think is ever going to come true. But so what if it's like what was that, like something with I think it was Omi to Gem or something like that. Omi utilities in the app that we already had that has been removed, or buybacks or something like that, right? So there are a couple of utilities in the Veve app with Ecomi that have already been there, implemented, and then basically been cut out again. So maybe that could be something like that, but I really don't believe it, and I do not want to get my hopes up. So yeah, it's either Falcon or it's Star Trek. Or it's Star Wars or Star Trek, and if it's Star Wars, it's probably the Millennium Falcon as a new vehicle series, because we had seen the vehicles drop, right? Surfer Dude says Veve making moves, web browser etc, and just releasing it. I wonder if this is their new path forward. They will certainly not give a new roadmap, because they can only get their... Oh yeah, G-Money said Battlestar Galactica. Maybe, but we already had some ships, and I don't know if this is a brand to regularly drop something. But Surfer Dude says it could have to do something with the path forward. Now, what is interesting is today is the 30th of November, so it's the end of the month. It's the last month that is starting tomorrow, and probably today we'll get the article to whatever this is anyway. So we could be speculating on something bigger. The only reason why this made me think of of something Omi related is that we just had the Discord launch and stuff like that. So could there be any Omi utility coming back to the app, right? So G-Money says they can't drop Millennium Falcon before bronze tickets. They can, for sure. They can. They also dropped Amazing Fantasy 15 before the waitlist system. Yeah. And I think they also dropped one other big comic before the waitlist system. I don't know exactly which one it was. Yeah, Energy says, okay, I'll put my comment to the video review. Yeah, 100%. Yes, they can. Yeah, exactly, they can. So yeah, let's see what this is. But I'm really curious what this is. So my bet goes with number 1, Star Wars. Maybe the Millennium Falcon. Number 2, Return of Star Trek to Veve. And number 3, something with Ecomi. And as Surfer Dude says, is it Surfer Dude or is it Sir French Dude? Sir FR Dude. Anyways, so one of these possibilities it could be, right? So I hope it's the least likely. That would be crazy. Maybe it is something new functionality or so in the Veve app, right? But why then have this star thing zoom warp speed? Because that wouldn't make any sense with other stuff. So let's not interpret too much. Let's manage our expectations. Mark D says Veve account directly said it's not Millennium Falcon. Oh, okay, they said it's not Millennium. Please tell me it's the Millennium. Oh yeah, here they say no, it's not. There's this no, it's not. So here, Shaver Torres said this, right? And that's where I got the idea. I got the idea from him, and yesterday I read this out already. Let's hope it's Omi to gem, otherwise we're dead in the water. So Omi to gem. Why? Because it could be returning to the app. That's his speculation. And actually, so here Randy also said it was a few months ago where I asked David how do we keep licenses interested in space when they were once on a fair platform like Recur, and he responded with something surprising. He said that they're working on getting licenses that into Veve, right? What if Cryptois drops FA Millennium Falcon as a playset? Yeah. Or Cryptkins. Yeah, exactly. Or the mermaid. Imagine it would be like the trailer would be a zoom like that, everyone's expectations super high, and then it's like a mermaid corno, like a space mermaid corno or something like that. That would be the ultimate troll. That would be the ultimate troll. And people would be so mad and so upset. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Do we need to go into Omi? That's the question. Do we have anything to? Yeah, actually, we have a little bit of green action. Why not? Let's just look at it, because there's really nothing new while we talk. Let's just look at it. How much are we up right now from here? Let's take the candle. Almost 7%. Omi is up almost 7%. Wow. So let's see. What really would be interesting is if Omi puts in a higher high here and takes out this one and more or less confirms this structure, right? This W. That would be interesting, but it's not the time yet. There's room for that on the RSI. So that could be. Where Energy really wants the 0004, right? I don't want that, but Energy wants that. I mean, it would make me, or would enable me to get very cheap a couple of more million. That's for sure. But on the other hand, I have my 4.2 million, which is not too shabby in my opinion. And yeah, so really want to see how this price action unfolds. I mean, what we do not want to see is to have this like go like this and roll over. Although, and I have to say this, like our main prophet here, John's Cryptotherapy, put out a new video, which half of that I did not understand. I tried to, but I did not. And he was like, he expects it to go down to this level once again before we are coming up. And usually what he says is coming true for many reasons. One of the reasons being that he himself is playing this market with hundreds of millions and billions of Omi. But maybe we get this pullback, and yes, I don't know. He said something that there are still rests of liquidity to grab somewhere in here. Unfinished auctions, he called it. I have no idea what that is. By the way, I'm trying to get God's entry on my channel. So probably next week we can have God's entry on this channel, and I'm really looking forward to pick his brain and to hold also a little bit my ideas against his ideas and to discuss everything with him. So it will not be only charts, but also to just learn a little bit more on his views and how he is approaching charting and trading and Ecomi, by the way, and how he got into it. So I really want to look forward to this new guest. And guys, by the way, if you have any ideas who I have to bring on this channel, then let me know also, because I really want to bring on more people and discuss with them. And I think God's Entry is a super addition to all the talks that we already had. Don't say Callum Upton right now, because I really don't know what to talk with him. So yeah, probably. I think I know Callum Upton is advising on a couple of smaller crypto projects and so on. So I think it would be even an interesting talk with him. So maybe we could do that, but I don't know. Yeah, God's Entry is a smart guy. I 100% agree. G Money says Foster. I don't know if Foster will agree in his new position, because there's so much stuff that he cannot talk about. So in order to get him on the channel, I'd probably have to promise him to not make half of the questions that I have. And I'm not quite sure if I can, or he would, even if I'm allowed to ask everything that I want to, he would probably say no comment on this, no comment on that. But it could be interesting. So I will ask him. I will ask Foster, because you said it, and you're a rare hodler, so I will definitely do that. But I will ask him, but I cannot promise that they will respond, because I asked Reese 5 to 6 times already. No, that's a lie. It's not 5 or 6 times. It's like 2 to 3 times. I asked Reese, and he said more or less, if there's any news for Omi, he might consider coming to the channel, and that he would get back to me. So now that probably Foster is more the person instead of Reese, I would still like to have Reese on the channel, but it is what it is, right? So I don't know. Maybe Reese is going to appear on Crypto XR, which would be really cool, because then I could meet in person. But yeah, so people are saying Foster. So God's Entry, yeah, I will try to make that happen at next. And then Foster, Sir French Dude says, increased chance of Omi utility via web browser. Sanjay had some ideas. Yeah, that is very interesting. So yesterday in the stream we discussed that there's a web browser now available for Veve, and I think, I'm not quite sure, but I could imagine that that they might be even disabling the cash-in functionality. No, actually, I'm not sure. They should be disabling the cash-in functionality and let it only happen via web app. What they could do, in my opinion, I don't know if this is possible, but that if you want to cash in, that you're basically getting a sign that says please use the cash-in functionality via web www.veve.app.me or whatever the link is, so that they really save on all of the 30% fees. Because on the other hand, I would never disable the cash-in functionality, so that new users don't have to have it so complicated to find the cash-in option, right? Yeah, it's Surfer Dude. Okay, that's what I figured in the beginning, but then I was like, I'm not quite sure if I did that right. So Surfer Dude, that's it. G Money says they'll be hitting up all the influencers late January, I'm sure. Yeah, 100%. Crypto Rain is a great guest. Oh yeah, Crypto Rain would be a nice, really good guest to talk about crypto in general. I think that's really his turf, with all the small projects and smaller plays and so on. So I will for sure one day do a stream with Crypto Rain as well. So I get some ideas here from you, and I've still so many ideas for me on my channel. And maybe I'll start later today with one, because I really want to get started this week with a small community built portfolio, where we just put in $50 real in something that we are more or less decide and discuss together, and build a degen portfolio and see how it does, and if it's capable of outperforming the overall crypto market, Bitcoin, and so on. So that would be interesting, right? If we built it right now and put in $50 a week until we have April, we should be able to have a $500 to $1,000 mini portfolio and see where it's going, right? So that could be interesting. But I wanted to separate this from the morning stream, because you see, one video, one reaction, and a little bit of discussion leads to 55 minutes of live stream. So I'll really do that in a separate stream, maybe in the evening of Germany. So from here, let's say in about 12 hours or so, something like that. But I will still check out which time I will be able to do that. So guys, make sure to smash up the like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the whole Callum thing and so on. Energy, $50 a week. Reason for that is I really want to see what is possible if you just before the bull run really kicks off, put in $50. And I also want to get everyone in that doesn't have the funds, in the sense of that they also can pick the brain of us as a community in general, what could be worth doing. And we're doing it with a poll, so that when we narrow down the options, we put the options in a poll, and then we're going with the most picked option. Obviously there's still room for trolling, and so I know, and it's never financial advice, but I think it could be fun for all of us to do that, right? Good morning, duck and cover. What's going on? Hope you're doing right. Unfortunately you're catching the end, because I have to get into the hamster wheel right now to earn some monies to then do our little community portfolio. Where will you do it? Yeah, great question. Maybe Coinbase or so. Maybe I create an account, but even if I buy them on different accounts, probably I'm going to monitor the portfolio in a coin market cap account, so that we have all of it together. Because if someone says buy Ecomi, then I'll just probably just buy $50 of Ecomi on OKX, versus someone is saying, hey, buy this and that coin that is only available on Bitmart, for example, right? Like GFAL, which is not on many exchanges, or KuCoin, then I will buy it there. And I just monitor all of those buys in one account on CoinMarketCap. And then I'll also, maybe I can use that to show people that are not so experienced how to monitor their tokens, right? So I think there could be some educational value in this. So maybe we're starting this later today, right? So show me all of your favorite coins, and we are going to go live one more time later today for a nice little community portfolio stream. That's what we are going to do. So guys, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, tick the little bell, comment down below what do you think about all of this, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning,